Hey there, y'all. Uncle here again with another pack opening video. This video, I am going to be opening up 8 Fleer 1991 football Provisions All Pro Limited Edition cards. Two of the types of cards we'll be looking for in these packs. Hopefully, we'll find one in every pack. I doubt that heavily. They are limited edition, not easy to find. Definitely some value. The Provisions cards in these packs. Okay, Provisions card in this set. The Barry Sanders, if you find it in a PSA 10, you're talking somewhere around $3,000. The Bo Jackson 1100, Montana 1100, Randall Cunningham 5 and change, all the way down to the Howie Long at a PSA 10, $94. The Mike Singletary has never been sold in a PSA 10, so keep that in mind. Now in PSA 9, of course, in the Provisions, the prices drop a whole bunch. If I'm not mistaken, the Bo Jackson might be the leader in that one. I'm taking a look right now. Yeah, there was a Bo Jackson sold supposedly, and I do need to confirm that, but there was a Bo Jackson sold in December, PSA 9 for $1,100. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, because the previous sale of a PSA 9 was $30, so that would be an incredible jump. But anything is possible, of course, in sports cards. You never know. I mean, the population count on these also definitely low. Now, as far as the regular Fleer 1991 cards, the Joe Montana, of course, Bo Jackson, Lawrence Taylor, Emmitt Smith. There's maybe 4 or 5 cards if you do happen to pop one in the 10. You know what? Definitely worth it. PSA 9, you might not want to really consider getting them graded. If you're not 100% sure as far as getting a 10, the LT in a 9 would definitely be worth it. The Montana in a 9 might be worth it. But beyond that, not really all that much. The Bo Jackson, maybe. I mean, really depending on how much you're paying to get graded. The Bo Jackson, the note card number 110, apparently has never been sold in a PSA 10. Now, another thing to keep in mind is pop counts on all of these. They're not everything has been submitted, or not many cards. You know, there are some cards that weren't submitted, or might have been only submitted a few times, not many. Like the Shane Conlon has only been submitted twice. There's a PSA 8 and a PSA 9 on that. John Davis, Kent Hull. There's a bunch of cards that don't have a PSA 10, so you could be the first, or I could be the first, or somebody could be the first to get a PSA 10 on these. But a lot of big names. Big names, little names, not so known names, of course. You scrubs also, but it's interesting just looking through the list. John Elway, there's only been one PSA 10, so things to keep in mind. Now, another somewhat limited edition set in these are the All Pro cards as well. 1991 Fleer All Pro, and a 10, of course. Thinking the Jerry Rice, the Joe Montana, but there are other good All-Pro cards also. LT, Barry Sanders. Again, I'm going through this list. Andre Reeson, Thurman Thomas. So there's some great cards you can find in these packs. I definitely want to get my hands on a couple more boxes just to see if I can tag a Provisions if I don't find one of these. Now, before I continue, I just want to say that I do hope that all of y'all are having yourselves a blessed day. Hope every day is a great day for you. And if it's not, it's I guess, all relatively speaking. Some days are going to be better than others. Some days might be worse than others. Some days might be really bad. But in the grand scheme, that bad day, you survived that worst day. And for whatever it might be, I mean, there's, at least you can keep in your mind, well, if you could get past that, you can get past anything. Anyway, let's get ripping here. Now, I got some frappers ready. Got some frappers. You can see them there even. And I got a couple top loaders ready, just in case there's a Provisions card in these. So we'll get that rolling. And I have the Wall of Fame set up over there. Now, yeah, it's a temporary Wall of Fame. I will be getting something a little bit more durable, sturdy, whatever the case might be, up shortly. Kind of in the middle of moving stuff around and getting just all sorts of stuff redone. So it's a busy beginning of the year. Starting off with Norm Johnson. Now, I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of the color of these cards. The green background, or that minty green flavor background, and just the way the player looks with the green border. Not exactly my favorite look. That's the backs. So it's somewhat of an action shot on the front and then a posed pick or a bench pick on the back. It is what it is. Let me just adjust camera angle a little bit there so I give myself a little bit more space. All right, we got Byron Evans, Richard Johnson, Rod Woodson. Okay, nice card there. Kind of young card, fourth year. Pat Leahy, kicker with the Jets. Lee Williams. I mean, these cards, they have kind of an artsy type quality about them. It's just really weird. Carl Lee. Eric. And that coloration is really bad. Alec Bieniemy. Bill Brooks. Yeah, I gotta flip that around. Tunch Ilkin. Mike Johnson. Ooh. Reggie Langhorne. Mark Jackson. And Phil Simms on the bottom. Now, it's got a bit of a wax stain there. That was the bottom card. So, I don't know if I'm going to... You know what? I'll keep it up on the wall. I don't think I'm going to frapper that one up, though, because that's just going to go into the pile of team cards. But Phil Simms, quarterback for the Giants, heck yeah, I'll throw him up on the wall. Let's get to pack number 2 here. Now, what was special on the wrapper that was only $4.99? Let's see. Order your 1991 Fleer Football Collector's Pin. Yeah, I don't think so. Not for $4.99. They could have done better. I do wonder how many people sent in their Fleer Football Collector's Pin. Sent in for that. All right, we're starting off with Mike Lansford, Tony Mandarich, Maurice Hurst, Calvin Williams, Darrell Green, Andre Ware. All right, nice card there. Again, not much value at all there. And is that his baby card? That might be his rookie. I'll keep that one on the side. Got Jim Jensen. Ooh, league leaders, Phil Simms. All right, now that one I'll definitely keep. That one I'll keep on the side. That's a nice one. Frapper that one up. Randy Grimes, Jim Jeffcoat, Willie Gault, James Lofton, Pierce Holt, and Wendell Davis. So a couple good cards to keep it rolling here. Still hunting a Provision or an All-Pro card, but that's a nice one. And the Andre Ware, I will definitely frapper up. Now, I do wonder if that's one that has never had a 10. I'll find out. Just give me 1 second here. Yep, there may have never been a 10 found on this. So that might be an interesting one. I mean, centering might be off a little bit top to bottom. Centering on side to side, right to left is nice, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Get that up there next to the Phil Simms. And get to the next pack. Ooh, that's something different. What do we got here? More the same. All right, we got Tim Worley, Rob Moore with the Jets, Bert Grossman, Randall McDaniel, Bill Moss, Jeff George. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Trying to read that yellow with the yellow background on the white. It's a really bad color choice. Louis Lips, Thane Gash, Vinny Testaverde. Nice. Ooh, and there goes an Elway card. Elway definitely gets a frapper. Although, top to bottom on that, compared to the Andre Ware, you can see that the Ware is centered better. Matt Barr, David Fulcher. Ooh, what do we got there? We got a Marino. And that is a 5 of 10. Is that what we're looking for? I think that is the one of the ones we're looking for. That is a nice one. But that's not a Provisions, is it? I don't think so. Doesn't say it. Maybe it is. It is marked a 5 of 10, so that's nice. Let me see a pic. That is absolutely. Now, the PSA 10, that's not the highest price PSA 10, but you know what? It's a nice little penny there. Centering's off a touch. But even in a 9, that's a decent card. $50, $60 card. Not bad on the box that did not cost anywhere near that. Got Steve Atwater hitters. All right. Well, Mr. Dan Marino, you get front and center. I think you're gradable. Look at the corners on that. Corners are nice. Very nice. Edges are perfect. Centering that right to left is a little bit funky. I'll take it onto the tool and see exactly which direction to go with that. But that is a nice one. There we go. Provisions right in the middle. And we got the Elway base. That's a great card to find also. All right. Get to the next pack. All right, what do we have? Starting off with Jim Jensen. Another Phil Simms League Leaders. 2 of the same? Okay, why not? Randy Grimes, Jim Jeffcoat, Willie Gault, James Lofton, Pierce Holt, Wendell Davis, Nick Lowry, John Taylor, Cedric Mack, Darian Connor, Ricky Jackson, and Dan Majkowski. Quarterback for the Pack. I guess he was the one that was there before Brett Favre, huh? Before Brett Favre took over and became the face of the Pack for the next, 17, 18, 19 years, whatever it was, before passing off the torch to Rodgers. Grudgingly so, I remember all that, but it was a long time Brett Favre was the name, the face. Now, what kind of kick is that? Reggie Roby, where you kicking to? To the moon. Kyle Clifton. Marlon Butts. Marion Butts. Okay, Marion Butts. Anthony Carter. Jay Szymanski. Pat Beach. Bobby Brister, Brian Brennan, Brian Jordan, Vaughn Johnson, Rich Gannon, Robert Blackman, Keith Jackson, and Sean Jones. I mean, it's all kind of downhill from pulling a Provisions, that I'd say. Although, you know what? I think that in some ways it might be all downhill. I mean, you could always pull another Provisions card or a Montana. Montana base card, yeah, that would definitely be front and center also. Let's see what we got going on next pack here. I got two more left after this. Got Bill Brooks. Got another bright yellow Steelers player. Tony Chilkin, I should have recognized that. Mike Johnson, Reggie Langhorne, Mark Jackson, Phil Simms. Got another Phil Simms. All right, very cool. James Francis. Hitters Atwater again. Michael Lansford, Tony Mandarich, Maurice Hurst, Calvin Williams, Darrell Green, and another Andre Ware. Okay, now let's see. Let me do a little bit of shuffling those off to Buffalo. Now this Ware looks a bit better centered top and bottom. Right and left as well. I'll take those both under the scope later and see which one. But again, if neither one of them, if this one has not ever had a 10, well, that might be gradable. I like the corners. I don't know about that edge right there. Can you see what I see? It's like that edge has a little bit of a ripple in it. I'll take that under the scope. I will definitely take that under the scope and see. Could be that neither one go for grading. And that's okay, because I'd rather not waste the money by taking a chance on a card that should not have gotten sent in, because it ain't worth the case that it's holstered in. It's holstered, or it's encased, or it's enshrined. No, it's not enshrined. I guess it's encased. All right, next one. So we're up to pack number 7 here. Now, it's not that I'm keeping count, but I see that there's only one left after this one, and I know I had 8 packs to start, so I guess this is number 7. All right, starting off with, wait. I see something nice under James Francis. What's there? Bruce Smith. All right. We got 2 of them. 2 Provision cards. Now that's really nice. Let's see. What does Bruce Smith look like? That's number 8 of 10. Well, let's see. Sorry to take up time while I'm looking this up. So there have been a few PSA 10s graded and submitted and sold. Typically, well, there's no real typical. That's the thing. There have been 3 sales of this card and a 10. Now, would this get a 10? I'm not sure. I guess centering I'd have to find out more about, because it does look like it's off right to left, but I'm going to compare and contrast with the ones that have been sold. Now, the 3 that are showing on the PSA website that have been previously sold, all 3 of them are from 4 Sharp Corners. There's all sorts of questions about them, between them and Probstein or Probstein, whatever they're called. But the 3 different ones that were sold, there was one sold January 6, 2022 for $163. There's another one sold December 6, 2021 for $104.50, and before that, 11/15/2021, November 15th, 2021. Somebody must have really wanted this car real bad, because it was sold for $416.99 on eBay. Now, I don't know what to say, but okay, if you say so, I guess I gotta believe it. PSA, but I can't exactly imagine why. Anyway, let's get this one frappered up also. So we got 2 Provisions cards showing their faces in these packs. That's nice. I'm definitely going to get some more of these. That's a fun find. Definitely a hot bunch of packs here. All right. Now, I'm going to have to slide some of y'all guys over. Sorry, Phil Simms, but you're going to have to move over a little bit. Yep, shove off to Buffalo just a touch. Got to get both of those guys up there in the middle. Look at that. That is sweet. 2 of them. All right, we got Randall Cunningham, league leaders. David Love. Is that it? Yep, it is Duval Love. Mark Murphy, Ronnie Lippert, Don Warren, Sean Humphreys, Robert Clark, Tim McKeer, Bruce Smith. Hey, that's him. That's him. Yeah, that's a serious hit. Ron Hall, Eugene Lockhart, and Bob Golick. All right, last pack there. Let's see what kind of treasures this one holds. This has been a fun opening, I'll tell you. Definitely enjoyed finding 2 Provisions cards. I mean, I have fun ripping these anyway. But finding some greats in there, that's always a, you know what, highlight. Icing on the cake and icing in the middle of the cake, too. Nick Lowry, John Taylor, Cedric Mack, Darian Connor, Ricky Jackson, Dan Majkowski, Norm Johnson, Byron Evans, Richard Johnson, Rod Woodson, Pat Leahy, Lee Williams, Carl Lee, and Eric BME. Anyway, so we got a stack that I'm going to end up going through just to confirm, because again, there's a lot of cards in this set that are not or have not been submitted, or there have not been 10, so I will definitely take a look-see. But we got some really great cards out of these. I mean, this has been a fun one. A couple Andre Ware. Got Phil Simms. Another Phil Simms, but that's got the waxy Staxy on back. Elway. A couple more Phil Simms. So, Phil Simms packs, that's for sure. And then we got 2 Provisions cards. Now, that's really nice. I mean, finding 1 in a bunch of packs, that's great. Finding 2, ooh. So, I'm definitely going to take a look at centering tool and corners and edges and all of that, because these are definitely 2 great cards to find. Anyway, I appreciate all y'all watching. I appreciate comments, subs, all of that. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs around, hit that bell button, all that great stuff. Y'all take care, stay well, stay blessed, Bunkle out.